Do a video of me and you sitting right here talking to the camera. What do you want to say to the camera?
Hi, camera.
Yep, and then if we had a show, if we were doing something about like River, then we could sit here and talk about Rivka. Or whatever we're doing a show about. Some kind of like culture aspect or event or place.
Okay, or part of the family, like Rivka.
Yeah, and now we get to set the camera up.
Maybe we can talk about how Mama doesn't like to be found.
You.
You're part of the story, Hannah.
Go make another story. I don't want to be part of your story. Go away. God, go hide in Petra's room. Jesus Christ.
So my wife no longer wants to be in this vlog. No problem, you say. No big deal, right? You know, I mean, if you're a journalist and someone doesn't want to be reported on, you go and you find another source, right? You find, you know, someone else to tell you, the story. You find other characters. It can be a hassle sometimes, but it's part of the job, and it's really not too difficult. You know, if you come to one roadblock, you just, you go around it. You find another way. Now here's the thing about vlogging or blogging. You can't just go out and choose another story. Because it's your story. You only have one, right? It's the only one you've got. So the people who are close to you, the people that are around you, they're a fundamental part of that story. There's really nothing you can do about it. When I first started blogging in 2005, it quickly became apparent, immediately became apparent that I was gonna have to make a choice, because some of the people, my friends, my family, my girlfriends, they sometimes didn't really like what I wrote, about the experiences that, we had together, or some things that mentioned them. And no, I didn't really go out and say anything bad about anything. It's just that when you record your perception of an event or, a situation or something that happened, it's sometimes a little bit different than, the perceptions of other people. So at the start, I kind of had this choice to make, which was basically, I go out and I tell my story, or I don't. Now, most writers, most journalists, most authors even, they're not telling their own story. They're not telling, their personal tales of experience, right? They're doing something that's more formal, more structured, more far from the core, of who they are. They have their armor up, they have their clothes on. When you blog or you vlog, it's showing yourself naked. Showing yourself fully exposed. I mean, you're talking about your real life, the things that you are really doing, the people you are really talking to, the things that you are really thinking. And it not only opens you up to all kinds of criticism, but it opens you up to kind of problems in that real life. But it kind of brings up the fundamental question of, when you're talking about your life, you're also talking about the life of other people. If you put yourself on camera and talk about like what you're doing, you're also talking about, the other people around you and what they are doing. There's no way to separate these things. There's no way to go out and make a vlog and just, keep your wife out of it. You can't just have these people, walking around in the background that people see regularly and not talk about them and not talk to them. It just can't happen. To have these storylines, to have this narrative. I mean, you need to tell the real story, and my wife is a fundamental part of that. Now for the other members of my family, my 2 daughters, my 7-year-old loves it. She loves being on camera. In fact, when she sees like a news crew, you know, like out in the streets or something, you know, the first thing she does is she jumps up and down, she runs right over to them, you know, tries to jump in front of the camera, and she's like, you know, can you put me on TV? Can you put me on TV? And a lot of times they do. She's a little like her dad.
Hi, my name is Petra. And I'm gonna be Daddy's assistant. You may know him as Wade Shepherd, but whatever. Bye.
These videos, these vlogs, is actually something I'm doing together, you know, with my 7-year-old daughter. You know, we go out, we take out the cameras together, we set up the scene. So this is, you know, kind of a family project at this point. For my other daughter, Rivka, she's like 1.5. She doesn't really have any idea what's going on, but, you know, she really likes to see herself, you know, in videos. And
Livy, say something. Hi. Hi. Eat, Dada.
so when you're blogging or vlogging, you don't have a choice of another story. You don't have a choice of using other characters. Because this is your story. And one is all you got.